welcome back to Inside the Keedra's Kitchen. Listen, I understand that you could be doing anything else. You could be watching someone else, but instead you chose to join me in my kitchen, and for that I am grateful. Today I have a special guest, Queen Rayna Nash. She is a natural hair. Let me stop. She is a master natural hair stylist, okay? And she's gonna come and talk to us about natural hair care, tips, and just all the good stuff natural, all right? So we are also gonna be keeping it vegan again today, and we are going to be doing zucchini fritters. A customer favorite. I always get requests for my zucchini fritter, so we're gonna go ahead and knock some zucchini fritter out. Thank you, Rayna, for joining me.
Of course, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Okay, so I always get started with a little drink. We got a toast. Clink, clink. All right. We are drinking. Let me see. What is it? Pineapple. Hold on, y'all. This is very informal. Sometimes I'll be answering the phone. Pineapple, orange, turmeric, and ginger. That is what we are drinking today. So you want to taste?
Salud.
All right. Good. Cold pressed right in Keedra's kitchen.
No, Keedra, this is really good.
Thank you, girl.
And it's all blended really well. Like you can't even taste the turmeric in it.
This is what goes down in Keedra's kitchen, okay, y'all? So I'm gonna take another sip myself. Okay. And we got a little bit of mint sprig in there. You said you don't blame me.
I'll join you.
That's really good. It's cold pressed, pineapple, orange, turmeric. We doing like this? Oh, okay. And ginger. Although I could have used a little bit more ginger because I like a good little zing. But we gonna use it.
Good.
Okay, thank you.
Hey y'all, it's Rayna Nash, head stylist and owner of It's a Natural Thing Salon in College Park, Georgia. Are you in need of some natural hair services? Come see us. Get your locks done, your twisted, and your braids done at www.it'sanaturalthing.com to schedule an appointment, or you can check us out on social media on IG at It's a Natural Thing Salon. See you soon.
All right, girl, let's get into these zucchini fritters. So at first, I think when we talked, I said I wasn't going to do a vegan, but I am going to end up making it vegan today. So it's going to be all vegan. We have some flaxseed. That's going to act as our binding agent since we're not putting in egg. Zucchini, lemon, peppers. If you like a little heat, I have a red and green jalapeno pepper. And then we have some breadcrumbs, vegan breadcrumbs. And because all breadcrumbs are not vegan, check the label. A little bit of Dijon mustard, aioli, and some vegan mayo. And then right here I have all of my spices. I have a salt, pepper, and garlic blend. What's this? A garlic herb blend, a buttery tasting blend, and then, oh, you gotta smell this. Everybody that comes in here, they smell it.
Ooh,
smoked sea salt.
It smells really good.
Don't it smell good?
Yes.
I love this stuff.
Okay, that's it.
Yes.
You know when I had the fritters before, I was like, what's making this like taste so seafood?
I didn't even put it in there.
Oh, girl. Okay, well, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. So again, I'm not going to name the place where you can get it, but it's a very popular place. You can find it in every city, okay? Just about every city. And if you don't catch on to what I'm saying, just go ask a friend, okay? But it smells really good. That's good. Yeah, I love the smoked flavor. Like, I love barbecues like that. It just gives me a feeling. You know what I'm saying? So that smells really good to me. All right, so what we're going to start off doing, you can grab that bowl over there.
Okay. Now, wait, I want to ask a quick question.
Go ahead. I'm going to get my knife.
With you saying that all breadcrumbs aren't vegan, that's correct. What makes them not vegan? Like, what's in it? What's in the non-vegan breadcrumbs?
So sometimes you will find traces of, it'll say on the back, may contain milk or eggs.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So I guess it's like, I don't know, I'm not a maker of breadcrumbs unless it's like I take the bread and just toast it and make it in the food processor. But I'm not a maker of packaged breadcrumbs.
Right.
So I'm guessing that it's like powdered milk,
Okay.
maybe a powdered egg, something like that.
Okay.
So that's what makes it non-vegan. And you can check the back and it'll tell you right on the label.
Okay.
May contain milk, eggs, and soy.
Right.
It'll say. Yep.
All
right. So I'm gonna grab. Oh, hold on. I gotta get it. This is gonna actually work. This one is actually no. We're going to use we'll use this one. It makes it the zucchini a little finer, and that's when you were talking about it like seafood, like crab. It's because I use this grate right here, so it gives it that consistency. Okay. All right. So I've already actually I'm not gonna cut the top of this one off. I've already washed these. Okay. So what you can do is go ahead and grate these. Go ahead.
Oh, girl, you know you gotta direct me.
Oh my God.
I am not. I am queen of hair, not of cooking our kitchens. How do you grate that?
Girl, just go back and forth, just like that.
See, I did exactly that. Yeah. And at an angle.
It doesn't matter. I'm just doing it at an angle because that's what's given more easy. Okay. But just go back and forth. Okay. Right here. So you'll feel it where it kind of feel like it's not grating. Got it. And just switch it. Yeah, just turn it around to where you feel that it's catching. Okay. You got that part?
Got it.
All right, go ahead, girl.
I meant to give that disclaimer.
In the meantime, so I have some grapeseed oil. I usually use grapeseed oil, avocado oil, but this is a little grapeseed oil. I'm gonna just coat the bottom of the pan. In my grapeseed oil, I have some thyme, some garlic, and this has been in there for a couple of days now, the thyme and the garlic. So if you take the top off, then you can really.
Oh,
You
said thyme, garlic.
Thyme and garlic, just thyme and garlic.
Oh yeah, no, it smells really good.
It smells good, and it just gives it an extra layer of flavor, and that's really what really kind of cooking for me is all about, just those extra layers of flavor. Yes,
definitely. It's all about the seasons.
Yes,
spices and all.
Yeah. Yep. And every step, try to incorporate some flavor. Okay, Rayna, so let's get into it while you grating those zucchinis over there. How long have you been, first of all, how long have you been doing natural hair, and what made you get into natural hair? Okay, so I've only done natural hair. Right. So from the beginning, when I first started doing hair, it was always natural. When was that? When did you first start doing 2000. Hair? 2000. Okay. So it's now been 22 years. Wow, okay. I started dabbling my senior year of high school, which was actually 1999. That's when guys started growing their hair out and wearing braids. So I was like, I had a lot of male friends. And so at Riverwood High School, so I was like, okay, let me, learn to braid so that I could braid theirs. I was literally just doing it as a hobby. And by my sophomore year of college, I really got into it and I loved it a lot. It became my passion. And I was like, well, by then I had learned how to add hair and all of that. So I was like, how do you add hair to natural hair? With braiding? Cornrows. Cornrows? Okay. So I learned how to do cornrows with extensions. Got you. And so I was like, I remember calling my mom and telling her, I'm not coming back to college. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do hair. How did she feel about that? Girl, you know my mother. I know your mom. Take the summer off and let me know what you signed up for in the fall. And did you go back? I did. Okay. I went and finished, and I'm glad I did because I got my degree in music performance. Okay. And to this day, I teach private lessons part-time. Okay. So I'm using my degree, thankfully, in piano. So, yeah, but girl, yes, I was doing natural hair only. It wasn't until maybe 2006, I went to hair school to actually go and get my license. And, I needed to go because I was doing color. Yeah. So you didn't have to have a license to braid or any of that. Do you have to have a license now to braid and stuff like that? At one point, I know they were really talking about it, and I don't know if it went all the way to court, where they made it official. But I know they were talking about because women started having damage
were getting damaged. They were getting damage to their hair, like whether it be alopecia and everything from traction, from too much, from
Okay, that's good, girl.
braids, from.
Hold on, put a pause on that. So I accidentally cut the top of this off just because I was moving too fast. Sometimes I do that when I'm like, not paying attention. But if you don't cut the top of this off, then it gives you something to hold on to while you are grating it.
Right.
And then you don't go down too far and grate your fingers.
Okay.
So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to do that with this one.
Okay, so I'll just go to stop at the well.
Okay, so go ahead. So you don't know if they approved no licensure for just braiding and stuff like that.
But I needed my license because I was doing
color. Correct.
And so it was the first salon that I worked at that the owner, Joy, I will always give her credit for putting me on the right path and forced me to go to hair school, and I'm glad I did because I learned so much. Hair back in the day was always seen, if you went to like beauty school, like they got like a beauty school dropout, like if you went to hair school, you were kind of just almost like giving up on, life, and this was like the bottom of the barrel. Yeah. But girl, I learned, like, we did chemistry, we did biology, we did anatomy. Like, you had to learn a lot to really be able to get ready for the state boards. I'm like, it wasn't no easy breezy, but I'm thankful I did because it's a lot.
You know what? A lot of people put that stigma on trades. That it's not that serious because you're not being a doctor or a lawyer or something that's gonna in what's wrong, Daijha? You said you want to do what? Okay. Oh, get us together, Daijha. Okay.
Gotta get that, show that grading.
Great Zucchini with her life.
The first time I've ever graded. Girl, please get this whole video.
Daijha always getting us together, okay? But a lot of people put that stigma on like trades that it's not as important, or it's not that difficult, it's not that hard. But even with cooking, people do that to me all the time because maybe they'll stand in the kitchen and cook, or they see their mama and their auntie. Well, they should have all went to culinary school too. You know what I'm saying? So they think that it's not that difficult because it's an everyday thing that you have to do. But let me tell you something, okay?
Tell them, girl.
Everybody can't do hair and everybody can't cook. Hello. So put some respect on our craft.
Exactly.
Okay? Okay. All right, so keep going.
Yes, so I learned to, so I went to hair school and all of that, and when I came out, like I really started pursuing more of the business side of it. So I still was doing the craft, but I was, at that time, going to different salons and just booth renting, and it really put me in my state to get to a point of owning my own. So I finally, I was working in a salon where it was the first salon I worked in where they had converted the entire home into a salon. And so but girl, the lady that owned it was literally just an owner. She didn't do hair at all. So she let the place go into foreclosure. So I was able to cut a really good deal with her on the equipment that she had. So I took the equipment, and then I was like, okay, I could do this in my own home. So I've been owning my own residential salon for 10 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have to have because we putting this on YouTube, do you have to have licensure? Or
You do.
Do
No, you do. Okay. And I do.
Right. Of course you do. Of course. Right.
But I enjoyed getting into that space because it did get me more. And I have people that help me because I am just, I appreciate everyone having some kind of passion and perfection in some field, right? So for me, mine is creating hair, whereas there are others that know more about the business side of things. So thankfully, I have some people who are, I've been able to get on my team to do that, to come and help me with getting the business side together and things. So,
Well, that's good because even as business owners, so like for instance, if you are offering like a trade service or whatever, I don't want to say trade, a service, you may be good at your craft, but not necessarily good at business.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you may be good at your craft, but not necessarily good at business.
Right.
So get you somebody
Yep.
that'll help you with your business so that you can do your craft.
Correct.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Cool beans.
Cool beans.
So we are done with this. How was that?
That was fun.
Okay.
I can do that again.
All right. Get you a rubber spatula. You know what that is?
I know. Okay, spatula. Yes, here we go.
Okay, so this is a little bit of Dijon mustard. You can go ahead and put that in there.
Add all of it?
Add all of it.
All right.
And you can get that mayo that's over there.
Okay.
The vegan mayo. And you can put that in there.
All of it?
No.
Okay.
Not all of it. So here's what I used to tell my students when I was teaching culinary.
Okay.
You can always add, but you can't take out.
Correct.
So just put a little bit. We'll mix it up.
Okay.
See how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we need more, we'll add more. If not, then we'll stop.
About the amount that the Dijon? About the amount of the Dijon?
A little bit more than that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would do a good heaping amount somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Put that in there. Now let's mix.
Okay.
Go ahead and mix. And we'll see if we need more.
Okay.
But it's a learning. I want you to see what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I automatically know how much to put in there, but you don't.
Right.
So I want you to see what it looks like to not have enough and to need more.
Yes.
And the people too.
Okay.
I want you to see what it looks like too. Okay.
Okay. I don't know. It's feeling kind of moist, girl.
It is, but we're gonna put.
I haven't even gotten it.
We're gonna put a little bit more. You can put a little bit more mayo in there, just a little bit.
Okay.
Because even though it's wet, we're going to dry it up with some of those breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And that's also going to be a little bit of a binder. Yeah. And you put a little bit more.
A little bit more?
Yes. Okay. That should be
good. Girl. So, like my mom, she's a cooker by eye cooker, whatever. How do y'all call that? Whatever it is. But,
I don't know.
They don't do measurements. She just does it by her eyes stuff. Honey,
I let the ancestors lead me.
I love it. Yes.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some. This is a little bit of like I said, with salt, pepper, and garlic. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of that in there. Don't be afraid to season your food. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna add just a little bit of that smoked sea salt. Mm-hmm. And that actually should be enough. I'm gonna add just a touch of this buttery seasoning.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have some forks so we can taste it.
Okay.
Before we add these breadcrumbs. And then while you're doing that, then I already have some lemon cut. I'm gonna cut. Do you like heat?
Yes.
All right. So let's do I'm gonna do a little bit of green jalapeno, a little bit of red jalapeno, just for some color. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So when you go to your salon, Rayna, you have like pictures of your work in magazines, right? How did that come about?
I started doing work with. It was actually the guy who was my color distributor, and so they started doing hair shoots. So he invited me to come in on it. And
nice.
Keedra, the first shoot I did, girl, I ended up with a 2-page spread.
Oh, nice.
And did another small column later in the magazine, which was totally unexpected. I mean, I didn't even know what to expect. I just was, doing what I do. But that was I don't remember what year that was. It was in the early 2010s, or mid 2010s, I think because I was doing natural hair and doing the locks and all of that it just was, which was the same thing when I was in hair school. We had a hair competition and I won second. And I wasn't even expecting to win because I was just I'm just going to do some color and twist. But a lot of people weren't seeing natural hair because I came out of hair school in 2008. So natural hair was becoming popular, but it wasn't big time like that. So to see it, it was exotic or unique and eccentric to see. So I think the hair magazine was the same thing. And so it was dope. I was grateful for the opportunity. And then I started doing the hair shoots a lot after that. And so I think maybe all but once, anytime I did a shoot, my pics were featured.
Oh, nice. Okay.
In Say Hair magazine. I can't even think of it now, but sophisticated black hair.
Okay.
Listen, yeah, so shout out to Al Walton for giving me that hookup.
Okay,
So,
Al Walter.
yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, pause on that for a second. Let's jump back to food. Now, somebody's probably watching this and wondering why I did not saute these peppers, right? And the reason why, you can stop mixing, that's good.
Okay.
The reason why, here's what I want you to do. I want you to put this is flaxseed. This is 1 tablespoon of flaxseed and 3 tablespoons of water.
Okay.
Add that. Mix it up.
Put the water in the flaxseed?
Yep.
Okay.
And then mix it up with a fork, and then we're going to let it sit for a few minutes, okay? But somebody is probably wondering or saying that I should, because, folks always got something to say about what you do in your kitchen.
Correct.
Okay? But they're probably wondering why I am not sauteing these peppers first and softening them. And that is because the zucchini is already soft.
Okay.
So I do kind of like, they be like, don't nobody want to, I've had another chef that I was working for say to me, nobody wants to crunch on, the vegetables. Well, I want them to crunch on these vegetables. And that's another reason why I'm dicing them up really small and really teeny to go in here, because I do want a bit of a crunch since the zucchini is really, really soft.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The zucchini with the mayo and the Dijon is soft. And then even though I'm putting breadcrumbs in it, you're still not going to get the crunch. The breadcrumbs is more so to kind of dry it out a little bit.
Okay, gotcha.
More so to dry it out than it is for the crunch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was for bonding.
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
binding too, but to kind of like absorb some of the liquid that's coming from the zucchini. Okay. So that is why I am not sauteing my vegetables, my peppers. Okay. Because I can just hear. I hear it, girl. I hear it in the comments. I just hear it. I know. I just hear it, child.
Girl, I closed my ears years ago.
I just hear it.
But I hear you.
So, all right. So, okay. So you've been in magazines. What else have you been featured on?
At one point I started doing. So I used to do like tidbit sessions at Whole Foods, the one on Pines, to teach women. Like I said, natural hair was unfortunately this new
phenomenon.
Yes, for Black women. So just teaching them about healthy hair care, and even down to coloring, like healthy hair color and stuff like that. Because at that time they had a nature's tint, so it was like a natural hair dye that a lot of women were coming in and use, but then just know what to do with their hair. So that was really fun. Having kind of like that class. That's about as a classroom setting as I got.
Okay.
But I enjoyed doing that a lot too. Okay. So that, and then just doing a lot of things at the salon. The most exciting thing I recently did was I did a braidathon back in May, and it was where I did hair for 24 hours straight, and so that was really fun and different to push myself, and because I used to really be I used to grind heavily in my 20s when it came to doing hair. Like any of my old clients will tell you, like they would be sometimes in my house like 2, 3 in the morning and stuff like that. So it was just an exciting it was a fundraiser we were doing for my baby Rainbow, and I was like, okay, let me do hair for 24 hours, see if I still got it, and I do. Okay. And that was a lot of fun. So it was something I said, I think I want to do it annually. Okay. So yeah, that was fun. Okay. I am going to after I put those peppers in there, I am going to just trying to get these seeds out because we don't want to be. And what peppers we did? We did orange, red, and green. I did orange. Oh, that ain't working well. Yellow as well. It's orange, red. I did a jalapeno, a green jalapeno, red jalapeno. Okay. And yellow. Okay. Now I'm adding just a little bit of
squeeze lemon.
Okay.
To
Can I
kinda,
use this fork and grab this one little seed that's in here?
you can. Yeah. All right. I should have like one of those lemon squeezer things, but I don't.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna mix this up.
Okay.
And before I put that flaxseed in here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get you another fork so we can taste it. Taste your food. And then we're gonna go ahead and see. Make sure it has enough seasoning, flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's it. All right. So,
Girl, it almost tastes like it almost tastes like, what's making it have like an eggy taste? Like it almost has egg in it.
I have no idea.
Wow.
Put some of this breadcrumbs in there.
Okay.
Eggy taste?
Like it tastes like it has egg, like it. I mean, I guess I'm thinking about like when I do tuna. Well, I don't do nothing. But you know, when tuna salad has been done and I eat it, like you and I would say it's like, it definitely has egg in it. But I don't know.
Me either.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
That tastes really good.
Thank you. I'm add just now. You see how it's not as
Right.
watery.
It's not as watery.
Add just a little bit more,
Okay.
and it doesn't make it bready though. You know,
Right.
it just absorbs up some of that
Yeah.
liquid, and now it looks completely different, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now you can season these zucchini. You can season it with like Old Bay if you want to. It's so many things you can season it with. I know you had mentioned the last time I made it. I don't know how it tastes like a crab cake, but if you want it to taste like a crab cake, then you could put Old Bay in it.
What about and some dill?
You could put
Yeah,
you could put dill in it. You could do you could. So the taste of zucchini is like really really bland. So you could put anything in it. You can conform it to whatever you want it to taste like via seasoning.
Okay, gotcha.
So
it's the vegan name.
It's the vegan
It's
name.
giving it that kind of like.
Okay.
Hey, it must be the mayo that I'm thinking.
Okay.
It's making me think about it. Yeah.
Okay.
But okay, gotcha.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and put that flaxseed in there.
Pour it in.
Yep. And that's gonna help us bind it even more.
Okay.
And I like to keep a clean kitchen.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and have had the heat kind of warming up on us. So
Mix it?
Yep, go ahead and mix it. I'm gonna go ahead and deal with some of this. Dill would be really good in there. Now that I think about it, hearing you saying it, it would be really good.
Girl, you gonna have me cooking after the day.
Good. That's the objective.
I don't know how I'm going all these years without doing it, but okay.
I don't know either, child.
You gotta start one day. Got it.
That's right. Elam, so we had a guest, Elam. I don't know, he may or may not be on the, he's going to be on the show before yours airs.
Okay.
But he was saying, talking today, he's a relationship coach. And he was just talking about how cooking is no longer a requirement for women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, women are not cooking like how our mamas and grandmamas and them, aunties and them did, you know?
Yes. I lured my child's father in, and I didn't cook one meal for him. So it is not.
It's no longer a requirement. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. We are going to take a spoon, actually, not a fork. Get a big spoon. Pull this, this is a fish spatula.
Okay.
We're going to use that to flip, okay?
Okay.
Move this out the way now that we're done. This out the way now that we're done. That out the way now that we're done. Alrighty. And you want to flip or scoop?
Let me scoop.
Okay. All I'm going to do is take a spoon, right? And really just Wait a minute. I don't want that. Okay. You're just gonna take a spoon and really just drop it in the pan, just like that.
Okay.
And then I'll flip. Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how big or small you make them.
Okay.
Just drop it in like that.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay, so a lot of people are wearing locks now, right? And I know there's a few different ways that you can start locks. What do you suggest is the best way to start your locks?
It depends on length.
Okay.
So
not too close together.
Oh, okay. So if they're starting with really short hair, like what they call the TWAs, teeny weeny afros or whatever, then it's best to start with comb twists.
Okay.
So that's where it looks like a smooth curl or whatever. It's just the comb that's twisted in, so it's like a smooth twist or whatever.
Okay.
It usually takes a little bit longer to start them that way because comb twists easily are manipulated from elements, whether rain or in the shower or if it's been damp outside and stuff. You definitely can't swim with it. Typically, it could possibly wash
unravel.
right out. But it's hard to start those with double strand twists because the hair is so short. Otherwise, my favorite method is double strand twist if it's long enough. That's
how I started mine.
Yeah. And so, you double strand twist it, let it be at least a good 4 to 6 weeks. And then you start from there and start retwisting the roots. Because the ends, the length of your hair is going to be the last thing to lock up.
Okay.
So whenever you're getting it retwisted, I only am working with the root area to start getting it to start doing what we call budding.
Okay.
And getting that area. And then eventually, like I said, the ends will eventually mat on their own and lock up. So,
okay. Yeah. Okay. So 2-strand twist if you want to start your if it's long enough.
Right. And some people have started with plaits. And it's worked out well as well. It's worked out well also.
Okay.
So that's always an option, but I mean that's the least
desirable or
preferred way for myself.
Yeah.
They also of course will do interlocking. I don't do interlocking as a starting method because for me, and I guess because I started my journey 20 years ago and I started and what I learned along the journey of starting my locks, which was patience. And
yeah, girl, because you started mine before and I took them jokers right on out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when you start with like interlocking, it's almost like instant locks. And so you skip that whole time period that's so like relevant to me with the journey of locking. Because it doesn't.
Why do people call it a journey?
Well, because typically it doesn't happen instantly. And when you're going from like, whether it's natural hair or straight hair to locks, it's such a drastic conformity, right? And it's like you just really owning that natural you that is like seen from a lot of people in the corporate world and stuff still to this day as unprofessional, or it's not accepted, and stuff like that. So, to choose it's a journey because it takes you through spaces. You know what I mean? Like I said, like that patience. Like, do I have the patience to wait for it to shift and change?
And let me tell you, it is patience too. Okay. Because I started my locks 2.5 years ago.
Right.
And they're just now getting to a place where I'm like, oh, I like these. They're cute.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
and I've been tempted to cut it off multiple times and get my pixie cut back. So Rayna is my natural hair stylist, okay? We actually, let me give you some background on me and Rayna. Me and Rayna actually been knowing each other since the 6th grade up at Ridgeview Middle School in Atlanta, Georgia, okay? So she is
Panthers.
Okay. 6th grade. So she didn't. I started my own locks 2-strand twisting them. But she has been for the first year though. I was going to somebody else because I wasn't living in Atlanta. I had moved out of Atlanta. Moved back, and Rayna is the only person that I allow in my hair, other than the young lady that did my hair in Jacksonville. But Rayna is the only person that I allow in my hair because that's so important. Yes. The energy is the transfer energy You know what I'm saying?
And you're talking about, and we're talking about energy of being locked in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like once that energy is exchanged, it's not like straight hair or something where it kind of just can flow right out. Like whatever I've done in your tresses is locked in there forever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, of course, like you decide to get rid of them or anything else like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
And I'm big about that. And I'm not even like pressed like, oh, you must come to me and things like that. But my thing is like once you find someone who is doing an amazing and y'all's energy exchange in that moment that your tresses are being loved on happening, like once you find that person, like stick with them. Like letting a lot of people in your tresses can cause issues like that. So I'm big about you know, being committed, you know.
Being committed, having patience. Locks is a life lesson, okay?
Yeah.
It's a life lesson. Because I used to have a problem with commitment. I ain't gonna lie, I used to have a problem with commitment before I got my locks. And now I think twice. Not that I didn't think twice before, but I think a third and a fourth time before I do things.
Right.
But it all started like with my lock journey.
Yes.
Because I've been wanting to cut my locks, or I haven't been wanting. At different points in the journey, I have wanted to cut my locks.
Right.
And so when you see, let me tell ladies, come in here, right quick. Come here. When you see a man that has locks, okay, pay him a little bit of extra attention. Because, especially if they're long locks, that means that he knows a little something about commitment. Give him a chance. How about that? We ain't got to fall in love. Just give him a chance.
Yeah.
See what he's talking about, because he does have some sense of commitment in him, and his locks are very long.
Okay, I can totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes, I can. And to just say even that, you know, lessons. They come with so many lessons.
Yeah.
Because they've been learning lessons along their journey.
Yeah.
They've been carrying along with them
that are locked in.
That are locked in.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay.
I like that, Keedra.
So, these, pause for the cause right quick. These little zucchini fritters, they've just been in here kind of slow cooking. And I'm cooking them until they're browning. All right. It takes a little while for them to cook or to like bind up, so that they're not falling apart. They're still going to be very soft. They're not firm, but they're not falling apart either. Okay. But if you come on in here, Daijha.
And now, do you think that it would have mattered? That there would have been like this regardless of whether they were done with the flaxseed or egg, huh? Or
egg would have binded it a little bit better. Yeah.
However, they would still keep that kind of soft.
Oh yeah, they would. Yeah.
Kind of, okay.
Yeah. So you see, they're nice and they're golden brown. Now I put it on this here thing. It looks like it might stick, but I put it on this here thing because I do not want them to be sitting in grease when I take them out. And so
is this like a degreaser?
No, not really. That's just what I'm using it for.
Okay.
But the grease is kind of coming out, and but it also is allowing air to kind of flow.
Yeah.
And so it's helping to maintain like the soft fryness of it.
Okay.
Instead of sogging back up because it's sitting in oil.
Right. Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah. So get you some, so you can use.
Where did you get this thingy?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But sometimes it happens. I don't remember. However, let me get it. So see, they're not like completely just like firm. I still need a little bit of help to transfer it. And then once it kind of cools down too, then it'll
get
firm up a little bit. Yep. So you can go ahead and drop some more in there.
Okay.
Where I got that thingy, don't remember. However, you can use like a if you get like a pan that has like a rack, a wire rack on it.
Okay.
It looks like a rack like a baking rack.
Okay.
Y'all know what a baking rack is? It looks like a rack out the oven, but it doesn't go in the oven. It sits on top of a baking pan.
Okay. Okay.
So you can use that, a wire rack to do that.
Okay.
And put it right on top. You don't need to use like paper towels or anything. Just let it fall down and let that air incorporate through there.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, I can see that exactly what you do.
All righty. All right, guys, we're gonna keep frying these, and we're gonna have like a little short commercial. We'll be right back.
Hey y'all, it's Rayna Nash of It's a Natural Thing Salon in College Park, Georgia, and I just got through wrapping up another episode of Inside Keedra's Kitchen. We just made some amazing vegan zucchini fritters. Check her out every Tuesday on YouTube. Peace.
All right, guys, so our zucchini fritters are just about done. Well, they are done. The last, put that in the thing. Oh, hold on a minute. All right. Just about done. Taking them out. Letting them chill for a second. Nice and, y'all see how brown they are? Nice and brown. And you want to cook them just until they're brown. It may require you to flip them a few times. It's okay. Be gentle and be careful though, because they are very delicate, because it's zucchini. It's very soft. And bam, we are done.
I hope we did good.
We did good. All right, are you ready to taste?
Yes.
Let's get us a temperature plate right there. Get one that's been sitting already. The first round.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hold on, I'll get you another one. Uh-oh. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm excited.
Ditto.
All right. There you go. All right. Let's dig in. Let's taste.
Mm-hmm.
Show the people what we're working with. Okay. All right. Go ahead and taste it. It's all vegan. Okay.
Girl.
Good.
Like, girl.
Good.
Oh.
Nice and fresh, isn't it?
Mm.
And then you see how you have the crunch of the veggies?
Yep.
It would not have been right.
It gave for a good balance
Mm-hmm.
because of the softness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, almost like a mush of the zucchini.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It would not have been right if they were sauteed first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. It definitely makes a great texture. Girl, the flavors off the chain.
There, Now I know I did not measure anything. We didn't measure anything out. Let the ancestors lead and guide you. Okay? Like I said, you can always add, but you can't take out. So just start with a little taste, add as needed. Okay? That's just how I cook with no measurements.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, Keedra.
Thank you, girl.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Compliments of the chef, girl.
Okay, but you helped me too, girl. You worked it out. Mm-hmm. You worked it out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I can
That
do
one-
this again.
That one gave me a little crisp at the end.
A little pepper?
On the side.
Oh.
A little crispiness on the side. It is good. Very flavorful.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Good.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, girl. Well, let the people know how they can find you.
Well, oh wait. Let me take a little sip.
Okay, well, let's cheers first. Clink, clink.
Clang, clang.
Clink, clink.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can find me in College Park, Georgia at It's a Natural Thing Salon. Best way to reach me is through my website, www.it'sanaturalthang.com. You can schedule your appointments there. And I hope to see you soon.
Okay. All right, girl. So let's clank one more time. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you,
You're
Keedra.
welcome.
And teaching me. Teaching me.
This juice is everything.
We should have taught how to do
It's
that
so
too.
good. Thank you, girl. Black girl love. Black girl love. All right, guys. See you next time.